Hi my dolls, welcome back to my channel. Today I have with me the Barbie style doll 249, and there used to be like the fashionista dolls, but they did away with the fashionista word and are just using Barbie style. And like I said, it's 249. This is just the back of the box so you can see the rest of the dolls in the lineup. And then this is the front of the box. It has a really cute picture of the doll inside, although it doesn't actually look like the doll, but that's okay because the doll is an Odile face mold and she's so stunning. Even though like her artwork is also cute, it's just the doll just looks different and looks better, of course, but we all knew that because it's Odile, so we were expecting no less. This is the doll with the plastic removed. I did notice that her packaging looks like this and it is arches focused, or I don't know, maybe like a rainbow. It just looks like arches though, because those aren't exactly rainbow colors. And then her packaging, the sides are bent, but the front of it is not scratched or anything, and so it's a nice little arch if you want to make a nice arched window, maybe a stained glass window. It can be utilized, but mine are broken on the sides, so do be careful of the T-ties. As you can see here, good thing the fabric on the outfit is strong so it doesn't just rip, but the T-ties are there. And speaking of the outfit, this is the outfit. She has a pink bandana print top and skirt, and she is a petite body. Now, I don't like this outfit for her body type. It is the wrong cut, and so it is not as flattering as it could be, but you know, what can you do? They had to choose to put her in something. I don't know if they were actually ever going to let her take over for Millie, but they went ahead and put her in the core pink. Now I'm looking at her hair. This is like my least favorite textured style of hair. I do not like just plain straight hair. You like my hair. Look at this nice wave. Now, you didn't brush it after you made me review that thing yesterday. But here it is. This is the hair you like. You will never be the favorite. Oh, I'm going. That being said, her hair is still quite nice. So here are her shoes, and I don't recall ever seeing these shoes before, so it's possible they are a new shoe mold, but like I said, I can't be sure because I'm not really into buying fashionistas. But these are cute. I don't mind white shoes. I know a lot of people do, but these can be zhuzhed up. I think they do have that kind of quilted pattern on them, and they also have like a thick, like a platform sole and a bow. And now here is her hair barrette, and it seems just like some little diamond-y things and some star. And speaking of Elle, I think her skin tone matches the doll pretty well, but the Elle body is not a petite body, of course, and you'll see in a bit why I want to keep this doll on a petite body, so we will have to be finding that for her. You will never have my body. So we did do a clothing swap on the two girls. This is an outfit from Temu, and you know their pants are like high waters on the regular Barbies, but they look really nice here. And of course, this shade of blue would pair really well with the pink top, but I want to put her all in blue. And so I have this little Barbie top that works quite nicely as a cami, and she's able to wear her shoes, and the length of the pants is still really good. Now they are a bit bulgy in the front, but they are meant for a regular size fashion doll and not a petite Mattel Barbie. But yes, look at her face. She is literally so pretty in her hair color. I do prefer like the is this like a dirty blonde? It's not like a yellow, almost white type of blonde. Has a little bit of variation in the streaks, so I really do like that. And so here is the skirt on a regular made to move doll, Elle in particular. It does fit quite nicely, and it is elastic waistband all around. And then this is the shirt, and it's like a thick fabricy material, and it has a Velcro all the way down, which is nice. And so here is the outfit on Elle, and this is what I mean when I say it seems to be a cuter fit on a regular made to move doll. And then like Elle's hair and that red is just setting it off so nicely. It looks really, really cute on her. I might dress Elle in more pink things just because it looks so cute. It is giving Blossom with the pink and red. The shoes fit Elle just fine. They are like a very flexible type of plastic, and I'm kind of zooming in. There's a little bit of pink discoloration on the back of each of the shoes, though it barely shows up on camera. And so yes, this is just another shot of Elle posted up in the kitchen with the shoes on. And yes, I really do like this outfit on her, much better than on the petite body. And so this is how the petite body is comparing to Elle's standard made to move body. As you can see, paired with her cute, adorable, baby-like face, the Odile or Odile doll is really looking like a teenager or even a preteen. So that's going to be great, especially when I want to make her the little sister of Hannah. Yes, I'm going to name her Harley, and she's going to be the little sister of Hannah for the Dolls of Our Lives series. And this works great because they both have the same face mold, which is the Odile or Odile face mold. And they look stunning. Like, I was going to make her a younger Hannah, but then I thought of a storyline that I needed her to be the sister in. So yeah, coming soon. Work was slow, so they let one of us go home, and I chose myself. So I'm back at the house, and it's nighttime, and so I'm just seeing about my rebodying options for the doll, because I do want to keep her on petite. But before I try that, I'm just letting you see how it is the same body size as the Skipper doll, and she looks rough because she's a garage sale find and I didn't spruce her up yet. But yeah, but you can even see how this face even looks younger than this face, because like the bottom of her face looks wider than the bottom of this face, if you could see that. So she does look even younger than this doll right here. So for my petite options, I have this Barbie Looks doll. This is like the only petite doll that I have. I'm trying to think if I have another one, but I can't recall that I have another petite option. Certainly not in this skin tone, even if I did have one. The only thing is I don't want to use this doll because she's part of one of my series, my high school crush series, and I'm rebooting that very soon. Like, I already wrote the script for it back in like May of last year. I was been supposed to reboot that series, but it's okay. But yeah, I don't want to use this body for that, but I may have to, because look at how good of a match it is, and it's petite. I might not have a choice. So Elena is prepped for surgery. She's just in this bag, and I'm going to, sorry, the dog won't shut up. I am going to put her in here and let her sit for a couple of minutes. Don't be alarmed. It is going to seem like I jacked up the doll's neck, but I thought since I would be swapping this head out quite frequently that I would take a tip from Broken Dolly TV and make that neck peg a little bit smaller than the neck. And so the doll heads would go on easier, like the Barbie model basics or the Barbie basics that they're making now. The heads are easier to swap on and off, just because I don't want to have to like heat the water, heat the head, and also don't want to risk breaking the neck peg, even though this neck peg is kind of thick, which I like. But yeah, I've already practiced removing the head and putting it on, so I know it works. It works just fine. Sorry. See, she doesn't have bobblehead or anything. Her neck's not broken. Why it looks so raggedy and jagged is because I don't have a nail file or a filer like Broken Dolly TV, so I had to use this and just kind of trim it off little by little. Also use some toenail clippers. So yeah, and now I have an easy swappable head until I can get another petite body. So here Hannah and Harley are. They look so cute together. And this body was like a perfect match for her at first, because this doll that I used for Elena, she has such like a pink undertone that when I saw her I was like, there's no way that doll is gonna be like a perfect match, but maybe it's close. But as you can see, it's a pretty darn good match, if I do say so myself, which I do. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I do recommend this doll, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!